So drivers getting themselves set up here, folks, coming through turn number 10 as we get ready to go. Green flag racing for our first of 7 main events at the 2014 Cold Stone Creamery Pan Am Challenge here from the GoPro Motorplex in Mooresville, North Carolina. Rob Howden with you here, ladies and gentlemen, for the play-by-play of 7 events live here on the Kart Racing Network. Thank you for joining us. We're getting set to go. Ugochukwu on the inside. Reese Gold on the outside. Green, green, green. Rolling through turn number 1. Let's see if they get through clean through 2. Somebody almost sideways. Good recovery for that driver. You saw that guy crawl up in the back. Ugochukwu with the lead. Crawford goes to second. Reese Gold third. Fourth is Montoya, but here comes Honeyman to the inside of Montoya. We're now underway. A little hectic at the start of that one, but we're racing. We got guys up on the chat room here on the KRN Racecast page. Someone picking Montoya to win. He's in the lead pack right now, that front running quintet. Good start for Tyler Maxson. He goes up into 6th position, but with his front 5 pull away. Maxson and Vargas trying to get in there. The 9 of Morocco gets a good start as well. He'll go up to 8th position. But I would not be surprised to see this lead quintet try to just stretch away. Montoya has been so, Ugochukwu spins on the front straightaway, or the straight there. Wow, that caught me off guard. Ugochukwu somehow backwards coming through that corner. Wow, that was a big moment here in micro, as all of a sudden, the first time we've seen any kind of action like that, coming through 3 back straightaway. Ugochukwu in the number 3, all of a sudden backwards, like he got caught up maybe on the rumbles and somebody got in the back of him. We're going to see if we can get a replay here, folks, to give you a look at that, because that was obviously quite surprising to see that happen. Here it is here, coming onto the straightaway. Ugochukwu, your leader. I think Crawford may have been on the back of him, but the car just unweighted when they got up onto the rumbles. And again, these guys don't weigh very much. They don't weigh near as much as, of course, the GD2s, the Masters drivers, the senior drivers. So the car is a lot lighter, dances quite a bit. Well, when he transitioned up onto the top, I'm sure that Crawford was right on him, pushing him out of the corner, as they always do. It's the draft, the bump draft. I'm thinking that maybe just as that car transitioned onto the rumble strips, where there's not, obviously, the grip does not stay constant, the car just unweighted and around he went. And wow, Ugochukwu falling all the way back to 8th. Let's give him that. He didn't even fall to the tail of the field. He went back to 8th position. So Ugochukwu was still with the opportunity to come. A full 360, setting up for the potential Danny Sullivan spin and win. Wow, that was wild. Everyone settling back in. Crawford leads. Honeyman second. Montoya now, I believe, up into the 3rd spot. Reese Gold in 4th. And Tyler Maxson going for 5th. Here comes Montoya for the lead. He and Reese Gold go by both the Bennett drivers on the inside into 4. Montoya and Gold talking to each other there and saying, hey, let's team up, you and I. Because we've already got these 2 Bennett team drivers. We need to help out each other a little. 14 laps, the duration for micro. Here's the replay of the pass for Montoya. Got a good run to the inside of Honeyman. He's looking over, seeing where he's going to be able to try to get in, but no, Reese Gold says, I'm coming too. Textbook follow through for Reese Gold. He'll now return the favor and go by the inside. He and Crawford now go to the inside of Montoya into 1. So we show the replay and cut back to the next pass. Perfect sequencing here for the KRN crew. Solid run here early on. The drivers settling in a 5-driver battle. About a second and a half back to Ugochukwu, now in 6th position. We'll keep watching the times of Ugochukwu to see if he's going to be able to close up here now. Valerio Vargas runs in 7th. Matthew Morocco 8th. Josh Pearson 9th, and Juan Martinez now in the 10th spot. Ugochukwu all by himself on the racetrack, but he has shown incredible pace throughout the weekend. If he's up on the wheel, he may be able to close back up, especially if they keep racing like they do. Crawford now going to go to the inside of Gold. So Jack Crawford now with the lead. Jack Crawford, P1. Gold, second. Honeyman, third. Fourth, Montoya. Fifth, Maxon. Last time by, Gold a 55.0, or rather 55.152. Ugochukwu a 55.017. Gained a 10th back. He's only a second behind Maxon now, as Ugochukwu trying to get himself back in the fight. Masters drivers will be next up here. They're running a 20-lap main event. Front five drivers continue to set the pace here, try to stay away from Ugochukwu. This time by a 55.092 for Crawford, 55.092 for Ugochukwu. They actually, first and sixth, exactly the same lap time. That's not going to allow Ugo to get in the hunt. But the more they dice, the more they allow Ugochukwu to get to the tail of that field. And I'll tell you, if he can reach the pack, if he can close up onto Tyler Maxon, we will not count out Ugochukwu. I went over to the crew to ask if I was pronouncing the name right, and I think I'm doing a decent job, they're telling me, so I've had a lot of practice, let's put it that way. He's been in the spotlight throughout the weekend. Ugochukwu definitely closing up this time. Let's have a look at lap times. 55.064 for Crawford. Ugochukwu into the 54s. 54.829. He's cut the gap to a half a second. Now that gap, of course, back to Taylor Maxon, not the lead itself. He was about a 10th quicker, so he is closing in on the leaders. It's a long race still. 7 laps still to go. 14-lapper right at the halfway point of this one. 7 down, 7 to go. Montoya goes by the inside of Honeyman over at turn number 8, so that's just the run there for third. Sebastian Montoya, your national champion of the Grand Nationals this year and here in the Micromax category. Running now in third spot. Funny, I was actually in Toronto at the IndyCar race with his dad, Juan Pablo, when he was winning in Utah. Reese Gold going to try to take a move here. I think Glenn Crawford gets a good run down the straightaway. No, thinks better of it. Tucks back in. Ugochukwu now almost to the rear bumper of Maxon. Three-driver breakaway at this point. Crawford in the 52, Gold in the 55, and Sebastian in the 58. Fourth, fifth, sixth, Honeyman, Maxon, and Ugochukwu closing back up. And here comes Ugochukwu. He has recovered. Big shout out to the folks watching in Finland. Happy that you're able to join us here on KRN. We're into the main event, and this is the first of 7. Here comes Montoya to the inside. Book it. Montoya to second as he gets by Reese Gold. Honeyman trying on the outside over to turn 5. First pass for Ugochukwu. He's now into 5th, able to get by Tyler Maxon. Montoya has slowly worked his way into contention here now. Runs in the 2nd spot. 5 laps remaining. It'll be 4 to go this time by. 4 laps for Micro. Ugochukwu now trying to work his way up here on Honeyman. He's got 4 laps to go and 4 drivers to pass. Can Ugochukwu spin and win in Micro? Ugochukwu gets the run down the straightaway. He's going to look to the inside of Honeyman into turn 4. He's got it. He's through. Honeyman way too wide. Carried too much speed. He went out. New leader, Montoya as well, has been able to get by. Montoya goes to the lead, slipping past Crawford, and Reese Gold comes with him. So a new leader in Sebastian Montoya. Here comes Crawford to the inside of Gold at 8. Ugochukwu right there in 4th spot. I told you, 4 laps, 4 cars to pass. He's already got the number 4. Can he go by Reese Gold here? Here's the pass for Ugochukwu going to the inside of Honeyman in 4. Honeyman just got a little high in the corner. The car drifted up out of into the marbles, and he had trouble pacing, bringing it back down to the bottom of the racetrack. That actually allowed Maxon to close up on him. Here's your 4 drivers down the back straightaway again. Ugochukwu right there with Gold. Doesn't make a move yet. This one's setting up to be a remarkable finish. Montoya leads in the 58, the 52 of Crawford, the 55 of Gold, and the number 3 of Ugochukwu. Texas, Florida, New York, and Arizona, 2 Bennix, 2 Tony Karts. Gold now to the inside of Montoya as Crawford goes back to the front. Jetpack Jack Crawford back to the front. Ugochukwu has not made any more moves here though. 2 to go this time by. Montoya has a look. He's waiting for help from Ugochukwu. A little tap on the back of the helmet. This one's going to get good. Here they come down the back chute. Gold's going to take a bid for the lead to the inside. Ugochukwu to the inside of Montoya. He's got him. So Gold's the leader. Ugochukwu overshot a little bit. Contact between he and Montoya coming out of the corner. That's going to take a little bit away from their drive. They touched coming out of the corner. Ugochukwu's got work to do. Crawford going to try to go back in turn 8. That'll allow Ugochukwu to get right back in it. No doubt. Stack them back up again. Ugochukwu to 3rd. Micro racing at its best here at GoPro. White flag will fly. This time by. Can Ugochukwu do it from 3rd? Here goes Gold to the bottom. Ugochukwu's coming with him to 2nd. Montoya back by as well. He'll go to 3rd. Contact between Montoya and Ugochukwu. Ugochukwu to the inside. He's got it down the back straight. Ugochukwu trying to pull the Danny Sullivan, the spin and win. He's got him coming through here. A 3-length lead on Montoya coming out of turn number 4. Ugochukwu, who fell back to 8th position, worked it all back up, coming through the short chute here. Over to turn number 8. He'll go to the bottom of the racetrack. He's got enough room to hold on to it. Montoya's right with him. Honeyman trying to get to the inside. Crawford getting the spot. Ugochukwu, Montoya, and Gold, your top 3. We're going to fight it out right now. Out of turn number 9. Over to the King 10. Montoya's going to look to the bottom of the racetrack. Here comes Gold into Montoya. Ladies and gentlemen, the spin and win. Ugochukwu. What a win for Ugochukwu. Unbelievable recovery. A spin and win. What a great one there for Ugochukwu. Gold comes in 2nd after a good pass in turn 11 to get by Montoya, but I did not believe that he could get to the front. Jack Crawford ends up 4th, Tyler Max in 5th, Leyland Honeyman in 6th spot, Josh Pearson in 7th, William Robusto ends up in 8th, Umberto Parata in 9th, and Valerie Vargas comes home in the 10th position. Folks, look at this one here. This is the final lap. Here's Gold coming to the bottom of the racetrack. Crawford tried to defend. Ugochukwu came through with them. This allowed Montoya to get to the inside because Crawford actually had to check up a little bit to not to get in the back of Ugochukwu. Montoya thought he might be able to get inside, but then Ugochukwu attacked immediately going into 3. And what a run he got out of 3 because that put Reese Gold to the outside of the racetrack. I'm telling you, that was an exciting finish